So because I'm a terrible person, the first thing I wanted to do after the nerf to Even Paladin is play Even Paladin. But my deck is obviously quite a bit different than the pre-nerf Even Paladin. Obviously there's no call to arms, and I'm playing a dragon package, so I can play Cathedral Gargoyle. This guy is better than Shielded Minibot if his battlecry goes off, and that should say a lot if you play Wild or if you've played since GVG. Cathedral Gargoyle definitely seems like a card that has a ton of potential, especially now that you don't have to worry about it just being a 2/2 off call to arms, although honestly that even seemed like it was probably fine. But as far as dragons to support it, we have 2 fairy dragons, seems pretty obvious. We have scale worms as part of the dragon package, a big Deathwing at the top end because everybody likes Deathwing, right? And they think they grind you out of all your stuff and then bam, 12/12, kill their whole board, they have no more removal, got them. I've also got a couple of Primordial Drakes, which is a little bit sketchy given the nature of the deck, but there really aren't that many dragons that are available to you in the even mana slots, so I'm trying them out. And I think this list is a little bit on the slow side, so maybe a control card like the Primordial Drake makes a little bit of sense. And then as our final dragon, we've got the Ebon Dragonsmith. Reduce the cost of a random weapon in your hand by 2. We've got 2 True Silver Champions, and more importantly, 2 Silver Swords. Silver Sword is a card that people have played around with in Even Paladin, but it mostly ended up not really being worth it. But I think with the Dragonsmith, the card makes a lot more sense. And just the fact that the deck is probably slower without Call to Arms makes the Silver Sword seem a little bit more appealing. A lot of the other cards we're playing are pretty typical to Even Paladin, Lich King, Sunkeeper Tarim. They didn't nerf this card for some reason, so I'm still playing it. Consecration, Blessing of Kings. I'm not sure that Knife Juggler is still worth playing without Call to Arms, but with the 1 mana hero power, you still get some pretty cheap juggles. I'm trying him out, but I could definitely see Knife Juggler not being worth the cut. Still playing Amani Berserkers because you do still want a lot of 2-drops, since you need a 2-drop for turn 2 and turn 3. And finally, I've got an Argent Protector. I was playing Arena the other day, and I had one of these in my deck and thought it seemed like a pretty solid card. And now that it's not just a 2/2 off Call to Arms, I figured I'd give it a shot. So basically, we're playing Even Paladin, kinda gross, but we're also playing some Dragon Jank, which is pretty cool, I think. Gatekeeper. But I'm Legend rank and you're not, friend.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Alright, easy hero power on turn 1. And I think turn 2 is usually Amani over Knife Juggler, because turn 3 I can throw a juggle. Or juggle a knife, throw a knife. Throw a juggle, I'll stick with it. Alright, let's throw a juggle at him. Okay, I picked this guy up, but I don't have a dragon, unfortunately. So I probably just want to throw a Blessing of Kings on one of my guys, bust through Misha, hit him in the face. Sure. Show me a good juggle. Wow, that's unlucky. Really interesting that he would pop the bubble there instead of killing my 1/1 that goes in here. I guess the end result is the same, because if he killed my 1/1 I would pop the bubble into this. Somewhat expecting that to be Freezing Trap. Nice. Alright, let's play these guys. We found our dragon for this. This guy drops the weapon down to 6 mana. Next turn is Hero Power Silver Sword. If he doesn't do something impressive here, that should be pretty damn strong. That's impressive, but I don't think it's impressive enough. Should I ever just go face here? 5-2 goes face for sure. Let's trade, I guess. How do I get punished for trading? Actually, this board's kind of bad into Rexar, isn't it? Could have just gone face with these. He has to send both of these into this guy. Going face was way better against Rexar, but it looks like he didn't have it. Better be a Mastodon. 9, 10, 11, 14 plus the buff. Dead. Total dominance.
Uther versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. I will command the light.
Alright, I have a lot of 2-drops to choose from here, so I could even go like coin 2 into 2 into 2 hero power. Could be really strong. I guess I'll just keep it. Kind of a bummer that I don't have the 2-drop my deck is built around.
We have turned our curse into our
See if he's trying to do something similar.
Light dims.
Nope, looks like he's just good old Murloc Paladin.
It's time for a little blood.
I want a minion that I can drop a bubble on next turn. Not a 1/1 that can just die.
Reporting for duty.
Ooh, I found a gargoyle. So I think I'm always bumping here. I mean, this guy is taunt, right? So he just protects my guy. Doesn't die on board. Seems like a really good play here. And then next turn is either give one of these guys a bubble for a good trade. Looks like I don't need to make a good trade. Or just play juggler and try to shoot one of these guys down.
Put this apple on your head.
Hopefully the taunt.
For duty.
At least I killed one of them. So there's nothing I can do to play around Consecration here, which is actually a bit of a bummer. I don't know if that deck even plays Consecration though. I'm not even sure that he's Murloc Paladin so far, but I think it is the most likely. I can play around Blessing of Kings, I guess, if I want a full clear, but I miss 5 damage. Can also play around Blessing of Kings a bit by taking this trade and then preserving my bubble. That way if he plays Kings, he has to go into the bubble, but that's not even that great, really. I'm just gonna hit him for 5 here. I think the only card I'm in really bad shape against is Consecration. And this is one of my better plays into Consecration. I guess sending the 5 damage into the recruit was also okay. So my instinct tells me, True Silver, kill this thing, then the 1/1 here, or the Juggler or something into this. But then I don't have a weapon for this guy. If I play this guy, like, my onboard trades just because of the Amani Berserker are quite bad. Unless I hit a juggle, I guess. Maybe that's not too bad. If I kill the 1/1, the Amani has to go in here. If I hit this guy, then I can just trade a 2/1 into it. And then next turn I can go True Silver Hero Power and an appropriate 2-drop. I think I like it, actually. I could also go in here so that there's a 50-50 at the Amani Berserker. But I think Amani going into the 2/3 is not that bad. So we'll just get the higher chance to actually hit a minion. And we're going to ignore that guy, because killing it means killing off either 2 of my dudes, or killing off my biggest dude, and I don't want to do either of those things. This might be slightly worse into Consecration, because you can trade the Amani into the 3/4. But he didn't have it last turn, and it wasn't even that big of a deal, really.
Uther versus Uther.
Another Paladin.
I will fight with honor. I will command the light.
I never did figure out what the last guy was. He died too fast. Glass Knight's not very good against the Paladin hero power. 2-drop, and then my Dragonsmith. Seems like a decent hand. So hopefully I either pick up a weapon for this guy or another 2-drop for the curve. Oh man, show me a weapon. Show me a silver sword. Play it on turn 5. Oh, he's Odd Paladin. Okay.
We have turned our
Well, Consecration should be good in this matchup. I wonder if his deck is going to have any changes, or if it's just literally the deck he was playing yesterday. Oh man, I picked up the silver sword. trades. I feel like there wasn't much of a reason to trade there. But I'm not going to complain about it. Fairy Dragon's pretty bad into this board. Dies to his hero power. Oh well. Better than nothing, I guess.
By the holy light!
Okay. He's having a little bit of fun.
Well met.
This Cauldron's gonna be tough to kill. Do I coin a Scale Worm into it? I think I do. Man, there goes the turn 5 Silver Sword Dream. I think that Cauldron was just a bit too scary though. If I didn't kill it this turn and just went for the Dragonsmith into Dragonsmith line, I couldn't even kill it next turn, right? And Dragonsmith into Dragonsmith gives up my activator for this guy. Wow. Decent shaman spells. I think he has one shaman spell on his hand at this point, right? Let's play this guy because he actually contests the Cauldron.
Out of my jungle.
This freaking Cauldron, man. I'm never gonna kill it. Well, this guy lines up pretty nicely into the Stonehill Defender, I guess. 2 shaman spells in hand, I believe. Double Totemic Might, easy. Alright, pretty strong actually.
Reporting for duty.
So I can clear with Consecration here. Not sure if that's the best play though. Gonna get a lot of shaman spells, but I can't stop him from getting those. Can also just go Gargoyle plus Dragonsmith. The Gargoyle blocks the 1/1, so they don't get to actually kill any of my stuff. I get to go Silver Sword, Fairy Dragon, Hero Power next turn. You can't be playing any equalities or anything, so that might actually be quite strong. Let's go for the Dragon line. Enjoy your Shaman spell. Better be a good one. I really hope he doesn't do something to wreck me here. Because if he has something, this 4 mana Silver Sword might not be that strong. Okay. I don't know if I'd say I got wrecked from that, but it was pretty strong. I don't know, I can still send my weapon into his 3/3 and then 4/5 into his Cauldron. Probably, oh no, I have to do it in that order actually. Yeah, no way to kill the Cauldron without killing one of his dudes first. Kind of a bummer, but I put a lot of stats on the table. I think I'm okay with it overall. And I haven't been paying super close attention, but I think he has 3 shaman spells in his hand right now. Maybe 2.
I wonder. Handle it.
Alright, that's a pretty weak raid leader if that's all he has. It's a really good Forked Lightning.
Reporting for duty.
So I can Consecrate here, but Consecrate's really good against his deck. The only one of these that's really scary is the raid leader. So I think I'm just gonna smack the raid leader.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
Okay, that guy's strong. But I can deal with him. Wonder if it was better to send everything into the Gin. Maybe, maybe not. Wonder if Sunkeeper Tarim's good here. It does buff his guys, but it lets me use the weapon to kill the champion. Also just lets me play a big thing on the board.
I wonder.
What if I just slam a Blessing of Kings on my guy? Go into the Stormwind champion, my guy is an 11-4. Can even make him an 11-5 with the weapon. Still get to buff 2 dudes. I feel like that's better. It is pretty hard to use Sunkeeper Tarim in this matchup. I could have a 4/8 And 3 4/4s into 3 3/3s.
Let me think.
Alright, I like Tarim. I somehow convinced myself this was better. I think it was. The other play puts a lot of stats into one minion with the Blessing of Kings. That's pretty brutal. Well, I don't know. It's not even that bad, really. So I can just weapon into this guy, throw Kings here, and kill this guy. Other order, I guess. I can consecrate and trade off again. I only get to hero power along with that. I guess I can just ignore the Stormwind champion. Lich King, hero power, weapon here, 9 him in the face. This guy's not big enough to kill Lich King. There's not really much of a punish at all, right? I can always just consecrate whatever he does next turn. Not like he has chargers to abuse its effect. There's no, like, Blessing of Kings or something. He still has at least one Shaman spell, I think. If it's Hex, it could be kind of bad, but even then, it's not that bad. Let's do this. Get some stats out of this weapon. Death Grip is not good. Alright, this isn't bad so far. Okay. So he's at 21. I have, what, 11, 17? I feel like I should just go Consecration. He'll have a 2-1 and a 3-3. And just Kings one of my guys, and then send Sunkeeper Tarim into the other. Still have board control. Well, let's see. I can also just hit here. Kings on this guy. Kill those 2 bigger dudes. I have to leave him with some recruits up. I don't love that. Alright. Clear his board and set up lethal. Seems reasonable. It's fine, he's still a 6-5. Man, this Gen Greymane's been through a lot. What are the odds that I can steal a dragon from his deck? Who plays Marshdrake? Oh man, that's good stuff.
Thank you.
Hit him with a thanks. So what am I actually doing here? This is going into one of these, obviously. I don't want to play the Marshdrake, because then I have to send Gen into something, and I want to hit him in the face for 6. Got him. Frozen Gen. Man, my Gen, he came down as a 6-5. He got, I think he might have got a Silver Sword buff that turn, and then he got Tarimmed, and then he got another Silver Sword buff, and then he took some combat damage, and then he got silenced back to his original 6-5, and then he got Cryostasis. We were just playing with his stats the whole game.